just want to start by updating you this morning. Since my detox and me being really tired on Sunday, I've been so emotional. We've definitely had some sad news recently, but I just cannot control my emotions. It's kind of strange. And I don't know if that's part of the detoxing or the prayer healing I've done that I've actually been able to experience emotions. But man, I'll tell you, I cannot stop crying. Even in my dreams, I'm dreaming about the sad thing that has happened. Oh gosh. I'm hoping today going to the prayer session will help me determine what the root of it is. If it's just thinking and missing these people, or something I'm just going through, or both. Probably it's both, but I am hoping by the time I get home that I will be able to show you. I cleaned out our pantry and got rid of all the non-GAPS items, and I've developed a menu plan that I think will be much easier for us to carry out throughout each week, now that we're in 5 and 6 stages. And actually, they can kind of be applied to the earlier stages as well. It just depends what vegetables and you plan on preparing these foods. But for me, it's doing a little bit more bulk cooking at once to save on some of the work throughout the rest of the week. So I will share with you those, my menu plan and what we've been doing this week so far. Hey guys, so tonight we are doing a pork roast on cabbage. I'm gonna put this up here. I know it's a little bit full, but cabbage usually cooks down pretty well. And then put that big pork roast, this on here with the fat up. That is our Wednesday night meal. So Monday, I cook 3 chickens, and I make maybe 12 to 16 quarts of broth. And I'll show you that in here. And then, see all the broth. I also made a whole bunch of yogurt this week. So the idea is to have all these foods easier. I actually haven't hardly done any food prep today. Oh, that's beet juice. Any food prep today, and we've been able to still have our broth. I always call it broth. Our meat stock and our meals without much preparation. On Wednesday, so last night was Tuesday. So Monday's chicken night. No, Monday's cooking the chicken. Tuesday is using some of the leftover chicken that I had just made. And Monday night, we actually made these ground beef taco bowls, which were delicious and actually really filling for being a salad. And then we ate those taco bowl leftovers on Tuesday for lunch. And then today we ate the chicken leftovers. And tonight we'll have pork. Depending on whether we have leftovers, we have backup yogurt and vegetables and avocados for a lunch if we do not have enough leftovers. We are going to actually... Okay, so here's the plan. Organ meat lunch on Thursday, and then burgers. I'm going to double the burgers so I can use them for Saturday's lunch. Sometimes it's nice to have something pre-made on Saturday if you're trying to do something around the house. We've been always still having eggs and juicing for breakfast. Yogurt's a backup. And then I save all the chicken skins from Monday when I make all 3 chickens. And I'm going to incorporate them into some sort of vegetable soup. We try not to eat meat on Fridays, so this will be a way to get some extra nutrients into the skin and then the organ meats the day before. Saturday I leave up in the air where we'll use the burgers and what I'll make, because Saturdays are just, you don't know what you're gonna do. And then Sundays we're gonna try to have maybe one baked treat with almond flour we might have coffee soon. That is a full gaps thing, and you're supposed to be able to be, in order for it to be approved on gaps, you have to be able to read a paper through it. It has to be dilute enough that it, you can read a paper through it and it's not terribly strong. And then we made this wonderful pizza from last week. We might have that as our Sunday treat with the chicken that I froze from here, and bacon that we make with breakfast on Sunday, and then also some olives that have the appropriate ingredients in it. Okay, so I want to show you what our pantry looks like because I just cleaned it out. So that was all our old gluten-free pastas we would use, but I have switched. I just left them in there and cleaned everything else out that we can't have. I kept beans and lentils when we're ready to soak those. Some dried fruit products. I'm not sure if you can have freeze-dried fruit yet or not. And then coconut flour, sugar for if I make apple cider vinegar or if I start making kombucha again. And then almond flour. This is a tomato sauce that it does have some spices in it, but it does not have sugar, so we might do that. This is more for if I have to make a meal for somebody. Okay, so next I have homemade vanilla, a pure peppermint extract, a few essential oils. I used old honey, vanilla beans and put them in honey. I hardly ever use this honey, but I bet it's going to be amazing when I do. Let's see what else. Baking soda, some gelatin. That gelatin in the back is really good for making gummies or a stabilized whipped cream for birthday crepes. Over here is coconut oils, avocado oil. Those are the olives that we use. Tea. The tea would be mainly used for kombucha, coffee. A lot of this we had before. Some of those juices I cannot, they actually are from concentrate, and usually concentrate has sugar in it. So I may make that as part of a meal if I want to make a meal for somebody. I'm going to store our nuts, our crispy nuts down here. I get those from Wildly Organic. They've been soaked and dehydrated to remove the phytic acid off the outside of the nuts, and then olive oil. Okay, so lastly over here I have crispy, right here are crispy sunflower seeds, I think, and Lara bars behind them. That is more if I'm like really in an emergency. I really don't want to use Lara bars. Cashews, raw cashews, we use those in our baking and pie crust. Peanut butter, you can use that I think in one of the earlier stages. You might have to check that. And then baking soda, these are more for, obviously we use the salt, but bath type supplies with the apple cider vinegar here, and then here's our mineral water. Popping corn, we may be able to have occasionally on the full gaps. So I am going to keep these iron corn flours for when we transition off the gaps diet. And then I'm keeping some of these maple syrups and condiments and vegetable crackers. These are not mine, these are pretzels. And then I'm keeping also these, it's more like taco shells, corn chips, and rice for just if we need to make meals for. So I did donate some stuff to friends, but I'm keeping a few things that I could put together, like rice and the corn chips type things. If we have somebody have a baby or something where we want to share a meal with them, and that might be easier for me to share than all the food that we're eating right now. All right, how's the cabbage and the pork?
I'm trying to pork, but I love it. I'm already eating.
You're tired of the pork?
I love it.
Oh yeah, we ended up sauteing it in the pan because it didn't cook quick enough, huh?
It's awesome.
Yep. Who wants to say it?
You're awesome. What? Always remember, you're the best and you're beautiful.